Hello, John Marks, Tiffany Ray, Ben Burden, and I, Brando Crozier, would like to thank you for listening to our presentation and proposition for Kind Kids Club and how you can help us in spreading kindness across the country. At Kind Kids Club, we want to make the world a better place by teaching kids kindness, compassion, generosity, empathy, tolerance, and unselfishness. We know we can accomplish this by working with schools that they can create individual chapters. We would end up providing support through materials and also providing volunteers that can guide them through differing situations and ways to explore the material and give that out to the students. Since schools are our main focus, we've interviewed a lot of teachers and found that many students in the upcoming generation are too self-focused. Teachers want to have programs like this, but they don't have the time to set up the materials, but they are willing to pay for such curriculum. Parents, as individuals and through PTOs, are willing to pay for these materials as well. We kind of gave a global look and noticed that there was many programs worldwide, but not any that are international. A lot of governments, including the United States, have low funding, and this does rely a lot on donations. As we looked at other companies that do this, such as the Random Acts of Kindness Foundation, who has the strongest reputation, we wanted to follow their pattern. We noticed that they keep up with great organic SEO optimization online, and we know that if we can set our works to match the trends and set trends through the internet, we can utilize that same power to get out to more people. Since we were entering schools and trying to increase the focus on kindness, we were able to just take a look at how many public schools are in the United States. Between 2014 and 15, there ended up a grand total of 105,137 public schools. As we feel that we can approach 0.5% of these schools to start with, that would be 526 schools to begin our relationship with.
Here are a few of the MVPs we created for our organization. On the left is a screenshot of the website we created. It could be used to inform people about our organization, recruit volunteers, distribute digital materials, run a blog, or even host discussion forums for teachers to communicate. The possibilities for its use are endless. On the right is an example of an advertisement for our pre-assembled kits. It would contain hardcover books, lesson packets based on those books, and an activity kit with materials for the classroom students to complete their own projects. Teachers would be able to reuse the books and lesson packets from year to year, but would need to purchase new activity supplies as they run out. Each grade would have a different kit with age-specific materials, and over time we would develop new kits containing different books, their corresponding lessons, and new activities for those seeking some variety. In the center of the screen is a sample of the types of digital downloads we would offer on our website. These could be as simple as a free page for the teacher or a complete lesson packet that we would charge for. We have our customer segment separated into two sections, the users and the payers. The main users of our products would be teachers who are sharing it directly with their students. There could be some parents who homeschool or want to further reinforce what their kids are learning who would also use our products. These users will want to teach the upcoming generation the importance of these social skills, but need resources to help them be successful in that goal. In order to provide those resources, we would seek out people willing to be payers to help take some of the financial burden off of the teachers. We could approach businesses to sponsor a classroom or simply make a donation to our organization. This would help them gain goodwill within the community, as well as provide a tax deduction benefit. We could approach parent-teacher organizations or the school directly to see if they would purchase the needed materials for their schools. Some teachers might just pay for the resources directly themselves. In testing our assumptions, our interviews focus mainly on teachers and small business owners. Interviewing the teachers, we wanted to see how interested they would be in using our materials and what their needs really are. Many replied that teaching these social skills would certainly be beneficial given the lack of good examples, increased amounts of negativity kids are exposed to through technology, and school curriculum so heavy with academics they are getting rid of all the extra stuff. Many teachers reported efforts to develop their own programs but lack the time and resources for it to be as effective as they would like. Several said they would be willing to pay for materials already put together because the time and effort savings would make it worth it. In our interviews with small business owners, we wanted to see how interested they were in the idea and how much they would be willing to help. All of the owners liked the idea and expressed varying degrees of willingness to help. Many said they would make donations of time and/or money. We were able to contact a similar organization to see if they'd be willing to form a partnership, and while they would like to, the small size of their organization currently prevents them from doing so. Our interviews certainly showed that there is a great amount of interest in our organization and products.
Get, keep, grow strategy, and channel dynamics. Moving into the Get category, our group felt Pinterest would provide a great platform for us to advertise our business. Due to the fact that teachers are already using Pinterest for decorating, planning, and other activities, we felt that we could put together a successful advertising campaign. We plan on keeping these customers by continuing to develop new digital materials. These new materials will help teachers implement new learnings, new ideas into their classroom, and keep teachers coming back to our website for more. We plan on growing our customer base by providing a Facebook page. This Facebook page will help us grow our customer base by providing a place for parents and teachers to converse back and forth, and will also provide us a platform to receive positive and negative feedback. Key activities. As you can see by this diagram, our key activities blend together very well. We mentioned earlier that our most important resource was under the human category. Our key activities are no different. Our first step is finding the right people for the job. First, we plan on hiring a webmaster to build and maintain our website. This will help us promote our business online. Our next step will be recruiting and training volunteers. The volunteers' responsibility will be to help develop new materials, as well as approaching businesses for scholarships and/or donations. Lastly, it will be important for us to find people that are great at networking and developing partnerships. We understand the importance of these partnerships, so the volunteers' ability to network and find these partnerships will be crucial to our success. Partnerships and resources. Our first partnership is with NoBully.org. We felt partnering with this organization would be beneficial because we are trying to reach the same common goal, just approaching it in a different method. We would be able to share common channels and use each other's network. Our second partnership is with the Random Acts of Kindness Foundation. Since they are already an established organization in our market, we could benefit from their reputable brand name and getting our organization up and running. Last but not least, we have the PTO. By partnering with the PTO, we would be able to reach parents and teachers directly. By gaining their support, we could gain necessary funding needed to pay for the program. As you can see on the right-hand side, we have a list of key resources. One of our greatest resources would fall under the human category. To fulfill the purposes of our organization, we would need to have a diverse set of people, from the people who design and maintain our website to the graphic designers and writers who create our material to distribute to schools. We would also need people to find funding and keeping the organization running, to the board of directors to make the decisions to guide the organization and keep it functioning. Each of these people are integral to the success of our organization.
Metrics that matter. As you can see from this slide, we have assumed the following. Sales starting at 1 per about 0.5% of the just over 105,000 schools in the United States. We are also assuming a projected monthly growth rate of 5%. We feel that these are both reasonable and achievable goals based on the quality of our product and service, as well as the need inside of our target market. Here is our initial canvas. We put some real thought into it, and this gave us a great foundation to start from. It helped us know what we needed to do right away to get the program off the ground quickly and efficiently. As you can see from our final canvas, we have learned a lot from this process about how to best develop our product and service. As we apply all of these things, we will have a self-sustaining nonprofit organization once we get to 490 schools. That is where you come in. In order to get to that number, we feel that we will need a total of $840,000 in cash in order to get this organization off of the ground and into sustainability. Once we get to 490 schools, we will start to have positive operating income, which will allow us to grow the organization, as well as start paying back your investment with interest. We feel that this is an amazing opportunity for us to join forces in order to do some real good in our country for this rising generation. But we can't do it without your help. What do you say? Are you in?